Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 26, 2023 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, and it helps this channel out tremendously. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels. Oh, interesting. And spirit guides show me clearly. So we're crowned by the Ten of Cups reversed. We then have the Fool, Justice. We have the Six of Wands. There we go. And we have the Hierophant, and we have the Ten of Wands reversed. It's very interesting because we're coming to a completion of a cycle with our passion and what we desire, but we're seeing that we're letting go of certain things. It's like, oh, I don't want this anymore. It's like, nope, this is not what I'm carrying anymore. But we're also looking at our happiness. Now, it can be that we're redefining what happiness is to us, but I want I want to make sure that, and what Spirit wants to make sure is that when I saw the Ten of Cups reverse, I want to make sure you're not giving up your happiness. You're not saying, this is nonsense. I'm a fool. I have to be happy this way. I have to more conform, whatever conforming means. But we all know what conforming means. I have to be more like everybody else. If our happiness comes from a place of love and compassion, if it's not harming anybody, if we're doing good, then let your happiness be. It doesn't matter if some people don't get it and some people do. If it doesn't matter at all. It matters that you get it. It matters that it makes you happy. And that's a very big thing. So just be mindful about this during this time, because we can look at things and say, you know what, that person's more successful, or those people have it better than I do, which we're just assuming. And I'm going to go after that. So I'm going to give up what makes me me and try to make me into them. And that's just not going to work. So just be aware of that. With the Fool, we have a deep dream. We have something that we really want. And this is going to be the time where we start to take that leap of faith. But this is also going to be at the beginning of 2024. We're going to see ourselves moving more towards what we want, which is interesting that we're kind of battling with what we want. And it is because we're taking aim so precisely and so intensely. Justice, strong Libra energy coming through. So if you have Libra in your chart, that's coming through very powerfully. If you have Libras in your life, they're going to play a powerful role and a positive role here, whether they mean to or not. And we're going to see that things become more balanced, more insightful. We're going to see that things are starting to harmonize out. With the Six of Wands, there is something here where we're not holding our head up high. And it's like, why? Why are we doubting ourselves? Why are we giving somebody else our power? It's time to take back our power and hold our head up high, not arrogantly, but to say, I'm a pretty darn good person and I love me. And that's all I need in this life. Do you know how many people achieve and achieve and achieve, have, so much money in their bank accounts, but they don't like who they are? It's never going to be enough. Stand in your happiness. People can be miserable and make hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. People can be happy and not even be able to picture that amount of money. It depends. It's a choice. And I know that sounds so cliche. And when I was in my darkest moments, it would make me really angry to hear happiness is a choice. But there's so much in this world to be angry about, to have break your heart, to find repulsive and disgusting. That happiness is a choice. Not to fall into the pits of despair, that is a choice. And it's a powerful one. People mock and say, oh, you're just a Pollyanna, or, you're always so happy because you're just foolish. And it's like, no, I'm happy because I'm choosing it. And in choosing that, I'm choosing me. I'm choosing my soul and myself. And I'm choosing to walk this world in love. And that's a huge thing. The Hierophant here, we're not reinventing the wheel. And so be aware of that. If we always had a dream of doing something that nobody has ever done before, it's not going to come through that way. Like, it's not going to be realized that way. What we are going to do is we are taking something that exists, or a realm that exists, and we're really honing it, personalizing it, and making it our own. I always think of it as the wheel. The Hierophant, I always think of the creation of the wheel. The wheel was first created by being carved in stone. It took so long for people to go, you can make that out of wood, and then make that out of wood. That revolutionized everything. Stone is heavy, wood not so heavy. So here, that's going to be what we do. We take something, and it's something that's been around, cumbersome, not really fitting well, and we're going to revamp it. We're going to find our space in it. And that's going to be powerful for us. This is also strong Taurus energy. So if we have Taurus energy in our chart or Tauruses in our lives, it comes through very positively. Again, whether those people in our lives wanted to or not, like mean to be positive or not, they are going to positively affect us. The Ten of Wands. We've been carrying a huge weight and a huge burden. We're going to be letting it go. And as we let it go, we're going to be finding ourselves because we're not going to just be seeing the dirt on our shoes. And that can also be part of what has kept us from our happiness and our bliss, that we have been through so much. We have carried so much. And we were looking down for so long. We were bent over by the weight of what we were carrying. And we only saw the dirt on our shoes, the doubts, the despair, the hurt, and the pain. Now we're releasing that, and we're going to see so much more coming forward for us. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a snowman in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on the 1st of January. So good luck, and don't be scanned by anybody in the comment box. The person will be announced in a separate video. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, DaytonHeartTarot.com. It's linked in the description box below. So let's see what the cards have to say. Here we have magical reversed. We are not connecting with our magic. And Spirit is saying here, hey, listen, we are crowned with the energy that is saying reconnect with your spark. You've lost it somewhere along the way. Now it's time for the world to be magical again. And we're going to see that just kind of shine out in every aspect of our beings and of ourselves. So magical is reversed. We need to reconnect with the magic. Let's see what our chakra energy is. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is truth. The throat chakra and truth coming forward, it balances us. Now, it's not telling everybody the truth. It's not being one of those people who says, I say it like I see it, because a lot of the times those people can be real jerks. So it's not doing that. Though it can be, I speak the truth. Like, people will know, okay, you're going to get Pisces' honest opinion if you ask them X, Y, Z. So that can be the case. But here we're being balanced by truth. We're speaking the truth to us. We're finding what is right for us, what isn't right for us. And we're moving forward in that knowledge and in that wisdom. It brings us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so the Hermit reverse is be mindful of just going out there. Okay, just wanting to be in the middle of everything. It is almost like having your coattails on fire, like being in one of the, I just am seeing like a person in a formal dinner or morning jacket. I don't know what it is with the coattails, and those being lit on fire, and they're running from it, but they're running from themselves. So here it's like, stop running and step within you. It's like, stop running, take off the coat, or drop and roll type of thing. So here there's going to be a need because we have the Hermit reverse. Now, if we have Virgo in our charts, Virgo in our life, that can be challenging for us. Virgo is also our sister sign. So that can just be challenging in and of itself. We're having a lot of things kind of calling us out, pushing us in a direction or in directions that we may not be as comfortable with, but we feel like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. And Spirit's like, why? And then with the Five of Swords, we're going to see a battle that we have fought before. And we need to come to it with confidence within ourselves, not arrogance, but confidence, and not let people think, oh, I know what's going to happen because we've been here before. And it's like, no, you don't know what's going to happen, or you expect me to fold or do X, Y, Z, and that's just not going to be the case. So this full moon is at 4 degrees, 58 minutes in Cancer. The sun is, of course, at 4 degrees, 58 minutes of Capricorn. This is the third full moon in a series of 6 full moons that bring a strong sense of completion coming forward. We have 2 ends of a cycle. One is very good with the 10 of Wands. One is a little bit sad with the 10 of Cups. It's like, no, hold on to what you love. But we can also be thinking, okay, this isn't what I love anymore. This isn't what I want anymore. So that can also be the case. But Spirit is saying, remember the essence of joy that moves you forward. Remember things that sparked joy, like filled your heart. Heart jumping. I listen to somebody and they say heart jumping, and I think that's so sweet, where it makes your heart jump, it makes your heart leap, it makes you be like, oh, I love this. So connecting with that energy is going to be a really important thing. The moon rules Cancer. So this moon is in Cancer and it just feels at home. It's going to be a very cozy moon for us. It's like being wrapped up in a nice warm blanket, drinking a nice warm cup of tea. It is sensitive, sympathetic, empathetic, and caring. There's a strong need to feel nurtured during this time, but there's also a strong need to nurture others. So make sure that not only are you taking care of others, but that you feel taken care of. And if there's nobody to nurture you, it's time to nurture yourself. Okay. That's going to be really important. Self care, self love, that's going to be a really great thing during this time. The moon is our emotional needs and our emotional security. And that's Capricorn. So it's in Capricorn and that's great. And the sun is our economic needs, our economic security. And that's the moon is in Cancer. So the moon fills our emotional needs and the sun fills our economic needs. There we go. I can say that correctly or almost. So during this time, just know that astrologically speaking, the sun is in the right place for us to move forward and get things done. The moon is in the right place for us to turn inwards and feel seen. So that's going to be a very big deal. Now, if you want to go deeper into the astrology of it all, you can check out Pam Gregory's website here on YouTube or channel here on YouTube. And I have her link in the description box below. She's a brilliant astrologer. So there are 3 powerful sextiles that are happening during this time. This is the Sun sextile Saturn in Pisces, Saturn sextile Jupiter in Taurus, and Jupiter sextile the full moon in Cancer. And these bring opportunities coming our way. We're going to really see that doors are opening, that we're looking at things with the Fool. It's like I'm breaking new ground, I'm jumping forward. There's going to be very spontaneous energy, very supportive energy coming our way as well, nurturing all types of growth within us, nurturing all ways to move us forward. We're feeling more balanced, more secure, and we're going to see that we're going to really gain an understanding that something is bigger coming towards our future. Something is building momentously towards our future during this time. And there needs to be a balance between expansion and caution for us. We're going to look at things and we're going to want to go either too fast or too slow. We need to find a balance, and that's going to be important. The sun is trine Jupiter, so we're expanding our vision and our higher consciousness during this time as well, very much connecting us with the Hierophant, that connection with greater knowledge and greater understanding. Now, Capricorn is conjunct one of the 4 royal stars of Persia, Fomalhaut. Now, Fomalhaut is in 3 degrees of Pisces, so this comes through very, very, very strongly for us. And a fixed star moves 1 degree every 72 years. So this energy is intense, it's powerful, and it's right with us, Pisces. Fomalhaut is linked to the Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is the powerful protector. He is the messenger of God and our spiritual teacher. It is an archangel energy, right? Gabriel is an archangel, the one who gave the message to the Virgin Mary. Whether you believe in that or not, it's still such a powerful, powerful thing. And so we're going to see the energy vibration can be like almost as high as it can be possibly. So there's just a sense of knowledge, of our angel speaking to us, of the archangel speaking to us, a power of intensity coming forward. But remember also, Fomalhaut in Persian tradition also rules serpents and dragons. And in Persian tradition, that is the energy of demons. So whether we believe in them or not, that is irrelevant. What comes forward is that we have one of the highest energy vibrations coming forward and one of the lowest. Which way do we move into? What is powerful and right for us? And that's a weird way that Spirit had me say that, because I don't think the lower energy vibration is ever right for us, but it can feel that way at the time. So just be very aware of this. We want the energy to be balanced. We want that justice to come in, that harmonizing, that balancing. We need to hold our head up high with pride of ourselves, not arrogance, but pride. It's like, I know who I am. I love who I am. There's power in who I am, and there's beauty in me. I might not be a millionaire. I might not be a rock star. I might not be a movie star, and that's okay. I love me. And moving forward in that energy and in that bliss and in that beauty, that's important. Jupiter is at 5 degrees of Taurus, which is us taking another step towards our financial security and abundance. And that's also, the Hierophant represents Taurus energy. So that's coming through very powerfully and very good during this time. The North Lunar Node stays in Aries and will be in Aries for all of 2024, which is amazing. This really has us becoming stronger, becoming more resilient, becoming more self-sufficient, really breaking new ground within us. And I know we're thinking, hey, Dane, you know what? I'm strong enough. I don't need anything else to make me stronger. And Spirit is saying here, but no, now you're claiming your strength. That's releasing all the burdens, all the chaos, all the nonsense we've been carrying. And it is turning that wheel again. It's turning things over with the 10 of Cups and saying, but this is what I love. This is the strength of me. This is the balance of me. I'm taking that leap towards my future and I'm going after what I love because I know who I am. Not what I am, not what I do. We say to somebody, who are you? And they give us their resume. That's not who you are. That's what you've done. I know who I am is extraordinary. And that's the power coming forward and starting with this full moon, but lasting all of 2024. It brings us then to Chiron stationary. Now, Chiron is the wounded warrior, and Chiron represents our original wound. So wherever it is in our natal chart, that's our original wound. That's our weak spot. That's our Achilles heel. Think of Achilles being dipped into the river Styx, right? Pulled out one weak spot. His Achilles. Named after him. Our Achilles heel is named after Achilles. So understand that. Understand that all your weaknesses will be built off of that original weakness. And it is our job to become the powerhouse of that weakness. To sit there and say, okay, I see the insecurity. I see where things have fallen apart, but I'm seeing the elevation of me too. I'm seeing the power of me move me forward. That wound is no longer a wound, it is a win. And we're moving then to the sun conjunct the dwarf planet Ixion. And this is at 4 degrees of Capricorn. Ixion wants us to develop our authenticity and follow our bliss. Ixion is helping us to find joy in simplicity. And that's going to be this time of joy in simplicity. The Hierophant, we can sit there and say, okay, the Hierophant, it's the Pope, it's more, it's excess. It's like, no, it's joy within simplicity. If we take the essence of things and bring that forward. We're going to see that also with balance. Nothing is balanced if it's excess, right? Or it can feel balanced, but it can easily be tipped out of balance. But if it's simple, if it's brought back to basics, we're going to see that move forward. And we're going to see that our leap of faith needs to be towards the simple, needs to be towards the harmonious. Mercury is squared Neptune. Oh, wait, but Ixion is also asking us, are the rules that you are playing by right for you? And that's huge. Like, that just made me stop when I heard that. Are the rules that you are playing by right for you, Pisces? Take that in. See what comes. Mercury is squared Neptune. Okay, this is fantastic for the arts. And it's just any sort of creative expression that comes forward. So this is a time where we are going to see a grit, a piece of annoyance come into our lives. It's just a bit of grit. It's the grit in the oyster. And that's what makes the pearl. So we're going to see something here that annoys us, something that we feel frustrated by, angered by. And it can be all-consuming because when an oyster turns that piece of grit into a pearl, it's consumed by covering that piece of grit with a bit of oyster mucus, right? So what we sit there and say, oh my gosh, that's priceless. The oyster thinks is this nothing but a compile of snot, type of thing. So it's not priceless to the oyster. It's priceless to us. We're going to look at something. And when we're in the midst of it, it's not priceless to us. It's a bit of nonsense, or it's hurtful, it's hateful, it's not hateful, but it's bothersome. And then as we take that leap of faith, we start to find the balance moving us forward. It's like, oh, I have to hold my head up high. Because this is what I've been working towards. And that's with the Hierophant, right? We take that leap of faith with the Fool. We start to find that balance with the Justice, and it brings us to this place where it's like, I have to hold my head up high. And that's the Six of Wands reversed. It's like, I'm not holding my head up high. I'm not proud of me. I could be acting like I'm proud of me, but I'm not. And it brings us then to that place of the Hierophant where I'm truly proud of myself and I step into my power. And all of a sudden we step into our fortune. It might not be, it's money or what we value as much as money. It might not be, you walk the red carpet type of thing, but we step into our wealth and our power. Mercury is squared Mars, okay? So everybody here has to be mindful. We have to be mindful of our words. We have to be mindful to take a beat, take a breath before we respond, because tempers can be running really high, and we can be very biting with our words. Everybody can. So just be mindful about this. But we are also going to be very quick-witted, sharp-minded, and enthusiastic. So those are really good things. Now, Pluto is squared the South Lunar Node, and this has been for all of 2023, and it is for now as well. It's for the whole entire year. We have been being given the opportunity to choose love or fear, to choose victim or victor. And we are going to see here that we're kind of looking back, and all this energy is coming forward. It's like, what did you choose, love or fear? Were you a victim or were you a victor? And we were both. We yo-yoed between them during this year. But what are we stepping into 2024 being? How are we moving things forward to where we need to stand? Choose the victory. Choose the love. Meditate on love. I've been doing that just for like 5 minutes, right? And oh my gosh, my stress levels have gone so far down when I'm meditating. It was amazing. I checked it. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That's wild. So try it out. It's really quite cool. So let's see what the moon has to say for us. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. So there's resilience here. And there's also a need to know, as we're kind of questioning what do we love, what do we want, how are we moving forward. Nothing is yet set in stone. Take today. Take the fact that you're still growing, it's still moving forward, still going. Okay? And know that nothing is set in stone. And embrace that with joy and brilliance. Because we can be acting like this is it. And it's not it. It's not over yet. So here, nothing is set in stone. Hold that as comfort. It moves us to hold to your vision, right? Hold to your vision and hold to your faith as you take that leap of faith, as you see yourself moving forward. You can be afraid that people are going to think you're foolish. So what? People are going to think what they're going to think, and let them. Take that leap of faith and embrace what you love and embrace who you are. It moves us then to your hard work is paying off, and it is. And there's a sense here of release. As justice comes into play, as things become more balanced, as you become more harmonized. It doesn't mean that everything's going to fall in neat little, toy soldier rows. It means that you are becoming more balanced within yourself, more harmonizing. And it means that you're seeing your hard work pay off, and you're releasing negativity, hurt, pain, disappointment. And as you do so, a fiery climax approaches. There's this real sense of things coming to a head, things erupting, things coming into order, things releasing completely. And it brings the beautiful forward. And it says here with the Six of Wands reversed, it's like, will you have pride within yourself? Hold your head up high as you reach this understanding, as you step into this power, as you embrace this beauty. Because the beautiful will guide you in ways that are just absolutely surprising. You and your loved ones are safe. They are. And that's beautiful. Now, are you nourishing yourself and your loved ones? Are you bringing this energy forward? Because that's going to be a very big deal during this time. You need to nourish. You need to sit down with nourishing food. You need to eat only what makes your body feel good, right? You need to start nourishing your soul and yourself and saying, I matter. Because you do. You really, really, really do, Pisces. It brings us then to luck is on your side. And it is. But it's reversed, so we're not seeing it. Embracing the darkness, embracing the quiet, releasing all the burdens, negativities, hurts, pains, and just stepping into the unknown is going to be terrifying, but it's going to be worth it. And know that luck is on your side, even if it doesn't feel that way, because you are astoundingly lucky. Pisces, you guys are an astoundingly lucky sign. So just know that about yourselves. Our subconscious energy, spirit energy, is balance reversed. We have to be in balance. We have to be in balance with our spirit and what we deeply desire. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra energy, which is spiritual awakening, our crown chakra. We're fighting a spiritual awakening. It's like, oh no, not yet. I'm not quite ready. And Spirit's like, yes, you are. Come on, catch up type of thing. So pay attention to that energy. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Lord. This is Aries energy, but we don't want anybody lording anything over us. We don't want to feel subservient in almost any way. So just be mindful about that, especially if we have a boss or people we have to answer to. So just be aware that can be frustrating. But with the Lord as well, there is this sense also of, am I connecting with my sacred masculine energy? Do I see that as a positive thing or as a negative thing? We can always meditate, sacred masculine, see how that moves within us and how we are embracing it. That can also be very beneficial during this time. Our subconscious tarot message is the King of Pentacles reversed. We may not feel very prosperous or successful right now. This is also Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So we can feel out of alignment with an Earth sign energy. We have it in our chart or we have it in our lives. So just be mindful about that. But there is also a sense here of everything doesn't have to be so intertwined. We're trying to see everything kind of playing into everything else. And we can let things kind of grow naturally and wildly. We don't have to hold so much control. And that's going to be an important thing. It's not completely letting go of the reins, but it's loosening things a bit. It moves us then to our Luna message, which is surrender to the divine. And then we have surrender. So surrendering is going to be hard for us, but with the full moon, surrendering to the divine and embracing that energy of wisdom, of understanding, of the eye being open. And then as we move towards the new moon, the eye closing, us going inward. That's going to be really important. Surrendering, not saying, I'm not accountable for anything, but surrendering to the rhythm of the universe and the rhythm of nature and the rhythm of our bodies and our souls and ourselves. That's going to be really important. Becoming more in tune with us in a world that wants us to be less in tune with us. That's not only going to be beautiful, it's going to be a challenge, and it's going to also be an act of rebellion, which is also very much a Pisces thing, to have a little act of rebellion come forward, which is beautiful. Okay. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time, of this moon, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. And have a blessed moon and happy holidays. Bye.